Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of my live tea tasting. I've got an exciting blend for you guys tonight, and I am like really hyped to go because I have been waiting for this for a while. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm still fighting that cough. But yeah, like last week I was at the Christmas party. Next week I'm gonna be in not Arkansas, so I'm not going to be streaming next week, so I'm going to go ahead and hey guys, wow, you all just popped it at once. Hey Ma, hey Miriam, hey, excuse me, hey Wally, welcome you guys. Greg, welcome. So yeah, this was going to be like pretty much the only time I'm going to get this one done. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the water. Now this is very interesting because I have never done this particular blend before. This one is elderflower tea. I have heard of elderflowers, and I've heard of the more famous, if you're into Monty Python, the elderberries. And that is like a Alejandra, welcome. I'm glad you could make it this week. So anyway, did I ever? Yeah, I'm still taking stuff for the cough, um, and it's believe it or not, it's getting better. But it's hard to notice because I'm still coughing. Shadow, welcome. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour some of this out now. The water's going, so this is. I'm gonna treat this as an herbal blend. Um, this is going to be easier to show you guys because it's like in a see-through pouch. You can see it's very low. Oh, it's really hard to see, but it's very short leaf. Oh, you know what? Because I didn't turn on the light. There we go. All right, so it's very short leaf. It's it kind of looks like chamomile, which if you guys have had chamomile tea, it's really pleasant. Um, Non-caffeinated people drink it a lot just to relax themselves, usually. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give myself a good... Yeah, you know what? The whole thing. The whole thing, because it's so short, it keeps sifting through. You guys can't see it, but there's like a whole bunch of elderflower dust that came out. So this is going to be a one-shot pony. If I mess it up, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. If I mess it up, I'm only getting one shot at this, so I can't I can't re-steep it. But yeah, anyway, this is actually going to help me with my cough, because elderflower is known to have antiviral components to it. It's high in antioxidants, and in Germany they use it for like a cold remedy and for flu. It's also got a lot of vitamin C, and I also heard that it's really good for your skin. Now, the only thing is there are warnings to drinking too much elderflower. While they haven't been specific, so I'm guessing like you have to have a whole lot of the what do you mean the pressure? The pressure of doing it right the first time. I think I can handle it. But there are warnings to drinking too much. I'm assuming you'd have to drink like about 20 glasses a day or so for this to go through. But they do warn you not to drink it if you're breastfeeding or if you're pregnant. They also say that it could be, if you drink too much of it, it could be a diuretic. Sneha, welcome. Yeah, I caught you right before before your name popped up. I saw your picture in the corner. But anyway, excuse me. So they do have some health warnings. It is potent stuff. So they say don't drink too much of it. And also components of the elderflower are said to be poisonous. The bark of an elder tree is very toxic, so they don't want you to have any part of it. And parts of the elderberry, if not processed correctly, can be toxic. So this one is a medicine with bite. Apparently, it's good if you drink it regularly but not daily. So there's supposed to be a lot of good health benefits that go along with it, but it's a bit of a tightrope to balance on while you're drinking it. You have to monitor it. If you do plan on drinking this regularly, consult a doctor. Make sure that you're not going to have any long-term effects. Like I said, they say it's a diuretic. If you drink too much of it, excuse me. And I just want to make sure that I am reading a little bit. Yeah, yeah. They just say when it's consumed raw, the berries can be toxic. I want to make sure I'm covering all my bases. So it's either going to cure you or kill you. Either way, you won't be sick. This is true. I mean, there are benefits to being dead, but you know, the benefits don't outweigh the benefits of living. So, and I almost forgot to mention these do have cholesterol benefits. So if you have high cholesterol, this is supposed to be good to help lower it. And my water is finished, so I'll go ahead and pour this out. Now, it's not a very strong scented plant. What was this? So if I'm turning blue, we should call a doctor for help for me. Yes, absolutely. Call 911 if you know the number, and hopefully they'll get here in time. I'm leaving my door unlocked, so just in case something happens, you know, they don't need to pry it open. But hopefully that won't be necessary, because it's not super toxic. I put too much what? I put too much water, or I put too much tea in there. I didn't put any more than what I usually put. I usually like to make it strong, and you know there wasn't a whole lot in there to begin with. I actually think that I have more tea in my regular basis than I do on this because a lot of it sifted out from the bottom. Will my spoon turn into the most powerful wand in existence? Probably. I don't know. It might become a magic wand of some sort, but I'm not using a spoon because I'm not using any sweetener. So had I needed something to turn to stir the pot, so to speak, you never know. I could probably dip it in and get a whole lot of magical powers, or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. But that's another time, another place. We'll explore the magical properties later. Uh, oh, excuse me. So I'm still not getting a lot of scent out of this. It's really, I mean, it might just be that I made the mistake of putting on aftershave because I shaved a little bit a couple minutes ago, and it's still fresh, so I'm smelling it. And while it smells really good, it's not so good for the stream. But then again, you know, it didn't. I have done that for like the past couple of weeks, and for really strong scented tea, I can still smell the tea. Was it? I'm clearly not watching Harry Potter as promised. Hey, I said I was gonna watch it when it's on Netflix. It's not on Netflix yet. So one of these days, whenever they do release it, probably within the next week or so, I'll be able to catch them. I shaved because I want to make a nice impression on the tea. It has nothing to do with you guys that are watching me right now. I want to impress the tea because you know that's that's what's most important to me. You know, I wanted to know that it's going into a nice home that takes care of itself. No, I just shave before the stream because I do it once a week, and sometimes I just forget, so I started just shaving beforehand so I don't forget, you know, and I don't get lazy and do it 3 or 4 days late, and it's just like it gets to be an annoyance. Although Ralph, welcome. Tea bags. Oh, looks like you're just in time. Quackhead is going off. And that means I need to take my water out. I mean, not my water, my infuser out. Oh, there we go. Now I'm smelling it. It's actually kind of close to chamomile. Yeah, because I do the full body shave for my tea. It kind of smells like a combination of chamomile and wet grass. It's a very earthy kind of smell. Almost with the scent of salt water. It's weird. It's weird because it's hard to explain. Like I'm getting kind of like a so what was it when am I smoking the contents of the bag I posted? I'm actually drinking it, not smoking it. It's too late to smoke. There was nothing left. Um but like okay, this is going to sound a little weird, but I'm picking up notes of meaty dog food. It's like you know how when you open up a can of tuna and you get like this kind of wet meat kind of smell. It's along those lines. It's very faint, but it's just there. This tea is elderflower tea. And it's really earthy. It's really interesting. Like I'm not saying this in a bad way. It smells good. Kind of appetizing. But before I get too much into it, I'm gonna go ahead and pour some of this out because I'm spending so much time on the description that I'm not actually drinking it. So that could be detrimental. There we go. So it looks like it's got a nice little yellow-green tint to it. It's pretty. It's a pretty nice color. Here, I'll show you guys. There we go. So it looks kind of like a broth. It's got a nice golden yellow halo on the outside. Was this? I'm going to say, don't drink that. Anything that smells like wet dog food isn't wet dog food is an issue in my book. Might be. Oh, that's not good. I'm coughing. It might be, but it's supposed to be good for you. Like there's like a lot of health benefits, and I think that in this case, as long as it doesn't kill me, it will only make me stronger. Okay, so that wet dog food smell does not really show up on the yeah, it kind of looks like soup. It's like a broth kind of thing. Liquid tuna dog food is not appetizing. No, it does not look like pee. It looks like broth. It's not yellow enough to be pee, but it's kind of like got this like the wet dog food scent only comes out in the actual physical tea. This one, it kind of loses that quality. Now I'm getting just more of the wet grass. It's like the wet grass and chamomile. But here I am still talking about it, and I haven't tasted it yet. So here we go. Now that is an interesting taste. It's interesting in a good way. It's kind of like it's got like a salty, almost like pea soup. it's a little bit difficult to describe, but it's good. Like it's very vegetal, and it's got kind of like a it kind of does resemble broth, like almost like if you have a chicken broth and you put a little bit of beef broth in it, it kind of has that kind of taste to it. Like I could see myself cooking with this. It's very it's more savory than I expected. It's like a savory kind of chamomile. I like it. Yeah, it's a pee pee soup. Mm. And it's kind of a soft flavor. Well, it doesn't smell like dog food. It just has notes of it. You know, it's like you have these little hints of the food of the dog food in the scent, but you don't taste it. I mean, I've never tasted dog food, so I don't know for sure. But I can ask either Maji or June, and I'm sure they'll tell me. Uh, there are no toxins in this one. The toxins are in the oh, excuse me. The toxins are in the elderberry and in the bark of the tree of the elder tree, but the elder flowers are mostly non-toxic. Let me just double check that. Yeah, it says regular consumption of elderflower tea has been found to be safe in the short term, but long-term safety has not been determined. What was this? The berries of the elder plant, blah 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 blah. We're not talking about the berries. We're not talking about the bark. Nicole, welcome. What was that? No, no, I know what hints of dog food is in people food. Oh, I'm sure you do, because you have to handle it on a regular basis. Um, so the bark, the leaves, and the seeds and the berries have toxic properties. The flowers don't. The elderflower may have diuretic effect and enhance the effect of other diuretics. So if you're having problems pooping, you're going to want to try this. It says consult your doctor if you're taking any medications, as they could interact with elderflower. Yeah. So it's not gonna kill you, like not in the least. I feel pretty safe drinking this tonight. And if you don't see me on Tuesday or Wednesday, then you know what happened. Monday doesn't count because Monday I'm gonna be working from home because there's a snowstorm coming in, and my job is already getting prepared. So they're like, if you're gonna sign up to work from home, then uh, what was it? Yeah, so it's PPT. It could be. What was this? How sway? How is that not poisonous? What do you mean? How is that not poisonous? Like the diuretic effect? It was the first result removes the cough. Hopefully so. I'm hopefully, excuse me. I'm hoping that that all of this goes away because it's really annoying. I mean, like I said before, it happens whenever I get this, it sticks around for a couple weeks. I'm already like on what, week 2? I want to say maybe week 3. I don't remember when it started. Um, Actually, 1, 2, because it was the last stream that I did. It started, so I would say yeah, I'm about on week 3. But it's like I said, it's gonna be there for a while. It happens every single time. So what was this? A diuretic is something that makes you pee. I thought it was something that makes you poop, like gives you diarrhea. I've always thought that's where it came from. Everything on that plant is poisonous. How isn't the flower poisonous? I don't know. Ask nature. I did not invent the elder tree. I did not invent the elderberry or the elder plant. So I don't know how it works. All I know is that my sources are telling me this is fine. It's perfect. They use it regularly at in Germany as a medical treatment, and you know they know. I'm sure they know what they're doing. So, what is it? It dehydrates me. Okay, well, I mean, I got plenty of water, so I'm not worried. If I get dehydrated in the middle of the night, I have a little fridge here. I can drink. I'm not worried. You're like it's like you're acting like I got like I'm drinking like I'm drinking myself to death or something. I tell you guys it has 20 health benefits. You're like, it's going to kill you. Like, good lord. I'm just trying to give it a full a full review, you know, letting you guys know what to expect. And you guys are like, don't drink it, it's going to kill you, you're going to die. I'm like, no, I'm fine. I promise. You know, people drink it on a regular basis. And, you know, the taste, I like it. It's like, it's pretty good. It's nice and savory. And once again, this is not sweetened. And it really doesn't need to be sweetened. I like it just as it is. What is this? It just makes me wet the bed. Well, it's a good thing I'm sleeping alone tonight, so nobody has to worry about that. You know, I mean, if I do wake up in a in a puddle, I'll know what happened, and I'll let you guys know. But I have been potty trained for quite some time, so I think I've got tonight covered. I was like, who tasted the tree parts to figure out what parts are going to kill you? I don't know. It's probably been known for years and years, because the elderberry is a long. Oh, excuse me. The elderberry is a long known. Excuse me. The elderberry is a long known fruit, so. What's this? I'm going to pee myself to death? Well, that would be a good way to go. Like, at least I'd be remembered. I'd be like, Mike, the guy that peed himself to death. He was a great guy. What a way to go. I'll go down in history. Let's just make it with rice tea, and it would be drinking salted popcorn. I mean, for that, you might as well just drink, what was it? Not Pilo-chan, what was it? The popcorn tea. It's right on the, it's right on the tip of my tongue. It's the one with the popped rice. Oh my god, like it's one of my favorite teas and I cannot remember the name. But you guys know what I'm talking about because I did that stream a while back. It's the one that tastes like bagao. Wow, I am drawing a complete blank. Like it's one of my favorite teas. And you know what? I'm gonna have to give up and look look it up. Now watch me remember just Genmai Cha. That's what it is. Yes, thank you. I was gonna say I'm gonna probably remember it right as I pull it up. But yeah, that's like I mean if I'm gonna have that salted popcorn taste, I might as well just make Pilo-chan. Because that has actual rice in it. But you know, like I wouldn't mind that actually. I have some at work. I bought it. Well, I didn't buy it. It was in the. I don't know if I told you guys. But when I got back from Christmas break, I found a box of tea on my desk, like different kinds of teas from different places. Some of my coworkers found that they were giving it out for free. They grabbed the entire box and put it on my desk, and I'm like, "Yeah, you guys rule." Corel, cousin, what's up? I haven't heard from you in a long time, man. We are Corel. Resistance is futile. Come on, stick around. Enjoy the stream. Excuse me. Yeah, Carell. Just want to take a moment to talk to you guys. Carell used to be one of my coworkers. He used to work from home, and it turns out we used to live like really close together. What was that that neighborhood? It was it starts with the C. I'm like brain farting all day today. Um, it's not Carbondale. I don't know why that's coming up. But yeah, I used to like pass by his house, go to high school on my bus ride, and like since then we've been cousins. But yeah, welcome to the stream, man. It's been a while. Anyway, I forgot where I left off. Somewhere between being poisoned to death and inventing elderberries, which the stream always takes an interesting twist. Canarsie, yes, that's what it is. Thank you. I could not. I've been brain farting. But yeah, man, we we bonded over Canarsie and Jamaican beef patties. So anyway, I'm completely lost now. I've gone so far off the trail that I'm like, hmm. Now, right off the bat, it's starting to cool off. I do not think that this would make a really good iced tea because the it's too savory, too salty, too savory. It would not make a good iced tea. Um, but as it cools, it's still pretty nice. Um, it's just kind of like it's the same effect as a cooler soup. But I what was that? There was a vibration. Oh, it was my other phone. I was like, what? Apparently, I got a couple of alerts that threw me off. Uh, it suddenly went off 4 times. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, I forgot I put that my phone there. But anyway, I'm getting like it's it's as it cools down, it's kind of like getting a little bit more grassy. Rachel, welcome. I I am not streaming PT. You're gonna give me PTSD after this. But no, it's like I'm getting more of the notes of like a grassiness, um, like fresh cut grass, not dried grass, which has a more salty scent to it. This is a more soft, um, a more well-rounded flavor. Uh, it's turning out to be more like chamomile. Now, this is not caffeinated, so it may have that same effect that chamomile has, where it calms the nerves and the senses, and it might put me to sleep tonight. I don't know. Um, oh, excuse me. I wouldn't mind if I did, because that would be awesome. Usually, I'm all hyped up after the stream because of all the caffeine and talking to you guys always keeps me. Oh, excuse me, always keeps you going. But this one, it's like it's. I don't necessarily feel calm or tired or anything. I don't feel any real change in my general demeanor. It might not have that kind of effect at all, but it might just kick in later. And the bladder, it calms it, apparently. Well, you know what? I'm sure I'm not going to have to, like, pee in the middle of the stream. So, stream. But, anyway. Yeah, it's not going to, I promise no accidents tonight. Mm. I'm really liking this flavor. It's very different from what I usually drink. Um, it's 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 unusual because I mean normally you can classify tea as it has that um it has that distinct tea flavor. You can always just go. I can say, oh, this one just tastes like a regular tea. But this elderflower kind of tastes like a lot of different plants and vegetables. And I happen to be out of rubber sheets tonight, so I'm on my own. But luckily, I've had enough years of experience to know when to go to the bathroom when when I'm asleep. So I'm not expecting any accidents tonight. If I do, I will let you know. Don't worry, that's not something I would hide from my audience. Because I'm trying to be as well balanced as possible. So if this tea makes you pee more so than the norm, then I'll tell you. But so far I haven't. My undies are dry, so as you have realized, there's no such thing as TMI on this stream. Apparently. Oh, anyway. Mm. Now I'm noticing that there's two parts to this taste. When you put it in your mouth first and you let it sit, you have like the savory saltiness. But after you drink it, it kind of fades into a more soft, round kind of taste. That's where the chamomile portion comes in. If that makes any sense, it's like the chamomile grassy kind of taste to it. It's more profound after you swallow. That's that's what I'm getting from the uh, that's what I'm getting from the full experience. Like there are a lot of teas out there that have different levels of tasting, um, and some of them have three or four different phases as you drink it. This one has uh, two strong stages. The first stage when you drink it, when you sip it, and you have it in your mouth, swirling around with your tongue. Um, you have this kind of the saltiness, you have the savory, uh, but after you swallow, the vegetable comes out, the flower comes out, the all the I don't, what's the word? I guess like the plant elements comes out, and I like it. It's a nice experience. It's a full flavor, and it's pretty good. Sorry, like have this my nose thing is like kind of screwing me up again. Mm. Now I like the way. I also want to. Oh, I want to talk about a. Yes, I know, but some things can't be avoided. Um, I wanted to I just lost my train of thought. Um, yeah, I completely forgot what I was trying to say. But yeah, it's like I wanted to. Oh my god, I cannot. I don't know what's going on. Like my brain is just not functioning right now. But anyway, yeah. You know what? Let me take another sip, and maybe it'll remind me of what I was trying to say. Now, okay, yeah, that's what it was. It's like it's got it's got a very distinct um, mouthfeel where the flavor takes over the entire mouth, even the air in between. like I'm tasting the air. Um, and like when you breathe, you still have like the essence of it. Oh, I'm sure you I'm sure you do have that that dirty mind going, but it's all right. Oh, oh my God. This thing is like this cough is like just getting on my last nerve. Anyway, so yeah, you get that air in between the cough, in between the cough, in between the sip and the swallow. That that's what it was, a slow burn. I wanted to talk about the slow burn. Um, it's very full bodied. After you drink it, you get the entire experience just lingers for a good 30 seconds. And I mean, it fades with time, but it hasn't fully gone away yet. There are some teas that when you drink it, the taste leaves as soon as it's swallowed. But in this one, it seems to have like an extremely long, slow uh, essence that it's left behind afterward. Mm. It kind of tastes like a spring day. You know how when the flowers are all blooming at once on a tree, and you get this kind of like air about you that it's like blossoming springtime fresh air. That's what I'm getting in this cup. Like now that it's cooling down, it's got a very distinct environmental kind of flavor to it. Like it reminds me of Central Park. There's like out in the fields, where you have like a lot of trees all around, but like there's grass in the middle, and like there's places to lay out. You get this whole feeling of springtime, and that's what I'm getting from this tea. It's like after everything is like nice and cool, it it reminds me of a of fresh air. Out in the garden or out in a field somewhere. That's I don't think I've ever said that about a tea before. Like it's you have this whole like it's drawing out kind of memories and feelings. Maybe that's something that I don't address very often, um, but I should start. You know, because I mean, some teas they have a certain effect, and like good food is supposed to transport you to another place. Good drinks can do that. Um, but yeah, it's like I like it. I'm gonna top myself off, if you don't mind. Need a bit more. There we go. Ooh, I just spilled some on myself. It came out the top. I was trying to avoid that. Oh, there we go. So I'm gonna take another sip. Hey, Sarah, welcome. Just to catch you up, I am drinking elderflower tea, and it's really good. It hasn't killed me yet, uh, which is always a good indication of a tea that is consumable. Mm. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, oh, I'm so stuffed. I'm slowing down a bit. Oh, I still have what, about a little bit over half a cup left. You can get some. The only thing is, I've emptied the entire bag, so because it is good. I mean, it sounds good because it is, you know. Um, but yeah, I mean, like I finished the entire bag. I can get some. I don't know where to buy some, but I can share some if I ever find it. I mean, like don't feel bad because like I just never saw it before, but that's only because I wasn't looking for it. They might have it at a grocery store, like maybe even Mariano's, maybe oh Trader Joe's or no Whole Foods. Whole Foods. They might have it at Whole Foods. Um, we'll look. You know, that's it's okay. I'm wondering if they have it on Amazon at least. Oh, you have more? Okay, so next time it's like you could be our dealer. I'm going to look real quick on it. Oh, excuse me. Elderflower tea. There we go. Oh yeah, Geschwender might. Geschwende. They have it. They have it on Republic of Tea. They have it on. They do have it on Amazon. Oh, excuse me. Oh, oof! That's starting to sneak up on me. Ooh. You're an offer to serve the state for now, but if there's a giant revolution because nobody's getting paid, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Oh man! But anyway, let me see if I know that Tiga Schwender has a website, but they don't. Uh, I don't remember if they have anything. Tiga Schwender, Chicago. Aha. Okay, let's take a look and see what they got on their website. Is that that's the feds, you're not that special? Well, we'll see about that. Oh, they do have Elderflower White. Um So it looks like this is a it's got elderflower and white tea in it. Okay, so yeah, they do have it's a little expensive, 100 grams for $16. How much is 100 grams? I'm not good with the metric system. I know my grams is not 100 yet. We give it a couple more years. That was awful. Terrible joke. Terrible. My grams. Mm. Oh, that's some good stuff. About 0.2 pounds. Well, gee, that's not a whole lot. That's like nothing. That's like what, one cup is $16? That's crazy. 0.2 pounds. So let me see. That's about if you convert grams into ounces. Yeah, I should do that, shouldn't I? All right, so 100 grams is how many ounces? 100 grams is how many ounces? There we go. So it's it's about 4 ounces. So it's okay, so it's not too terrible. It's still a little expensive. Um 3.5274. So it's about 3.5 ounces, which it's not bad. I guess it would be worth it. Um I have to go over there to check. Excuse me. But that's something to do next time we have a tea crawl. Which is something that we need to. I'm aware that that it's been a while. I'm thinking maybe around March or April or maybe May when I get back from Australia. I think that might be best because I need to save. I need to keep my money saved until I get back from Australia, and then we can go on tea crawls. If I come back with a little bit left over, which fingers crossed, we'll see. The Adagio pouches, it depends. They're about like 3 ounces per, but a lot of them don't go for $16. You know, I mean they start at like 7 or 8. Usually around like 10 or 11 is a little bit expensive. Then they do have like one or two that are 20, one or two more that are 30, and then you have like the Masters teas, which that's a range between like 40 and 60. But that's like more for the five. That's more for the 5 ounces. So I mean, it's expensive for the amount that you get, but not by much. Like, well, let's put it this way: 3 ounce, um, a 3 ounce pouch of Jasmine Phoenix pearls is about $20, but a 3 ounce pouch of peppermint tea is $7. So you see, there's a huge difference in prices as far as that goes. Um, those are two of the teas that go very well together, and that's why I used that example. But like, yeah, it's a huge price difference in between. Mm. Oh, that is so good. This is like really giving me a very mellow, like a mellow feeling. You know, I'm not tired. I'm just kind of soothed. You know, now that now that's in my system, it's starting to have an effect on me. I feel nice and relaxed. I don't. I'm not sure yet if it's going to make me sleepy, because I'm not feeling that well. Well, no, I take it back. I'm not feeling inclined towards sleep right now. Um, but I am feeling calmer. I am feeling soothed. Have a good night, Alejandra. I'll see you later. uh, yeah, like I'm. This is kind of mellow. I like it. Mm. Ooh, I need another sip. Okay, so with this tea, I'm going to open up the floor, but I'm also going to ask myself the question that my sister always asks: what would I pair this with? Um, excuse me. Any springtime food? I would say biscuits. Um, I'm really feeling like this picnic food kind of thing. You know, like sandwiches, salads, cucumbers, Um, I think that it would complement it pretty well. Actually, any kind of vegetables, because it's got like a really nice spring-like flavor to it. Um, yeah, this would be great on like a picnic. Of course, not iced because it would probably taste gross, but hot or at least or at least warm. I would definitely keep it that way. I'm not trying to get it. I'm not trying to let it get too cold because it's starting to feel like when you have uh, green tea that is not quite cold, um, more like room temperature green tea. There's something just unsatisfying about it. Um, if it's super cold, depending on the flavor, it would be well, but I wouldn't I wouldn't serve room temperature green tea. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and open up the floor to questions or comments or anything that you want to talk about. Now is the time. I want to hear from you guys, like what's on your mind when I talk about this tea, because this one is um, particularly strange. Um, Definitely not the usual tea that I drink on a regular basis. But I like it. I really would recommend this, at least to try it once. Again, you don't want to drink it too often because you might die. But no, I'm just kidding. It's for what it is. It's very grassy, very lean, if that makes any sense. It's very smooth, very soft flavor, and I really like it. So like, if you guys want to ask me anything that I'm not particularly thinking about right now, that would be great. Because I like to be challenged. Would coffee and tea exchange have it? I'm not sure. I didn't see it, but let's see. Coffee and tea exchange. There we go. Search, search, search. There we go. Elderflower tea. Nope, doesn't look like they have it. Yeah, it's giving me a couldn't find what you were looking for. But Tigerschwender has it. Tigerschwender. Okay, you guys keep throwing questions at me. I'm gonna make some announcements. So I'm going to announce this week's winner of the charity event that we're doing. So right now, I believe it's the ASPCA that's in the lead, but let me double check. Where is this thing? There we go. Yep, the ASPCA is in the lead. By far, actually. That's quite a few people, but World Wildlife Fund is in second. The American Cancer Society is third, and Red Cross is fourth. So it looks like it's safe to say who the winner is, but I'm going to announce that anyway on Monday, because you never know what'll happen over the weekend, But go ahead and continue voting, because this is something that is super duper important, and we need to keep on Team Critters, exactly. This is something that is really close to my heart. I want to do stuff for the community, and I figure, I have this platform that can be I have this platform that can be used for good. So why not? So I will be making the announcements next Monday, who won, and post the next four. And I just realized that I left my paper at my job, and I'm not going over there on Monday. So we'll have to open it up on Tuesday again. I don't know what the next four organizations will be, but as soon as I'm back at my desk, I'll make the announcements, and we'll keep on voting. So this is week 2. We got 2 more weeks, and then week 5, we'll choose the final one. Oh, excuse me. And I'm debating if I will reveal my challenges on that last week, or if I'll wait until we have a solid winner and then I'll post the challenges. We'll see. But in the meantime, we're going to do that whole month as a charity month. It's going to be in March, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I still have I have a few tiers in mind already. But oh, excuse me. But I want to get a solid idea of what I'm doing before all of them. Oof. Okay, so questions, comments, anything that you want to talk about? Now's the time. I still have a couple of sips to go. And I haven't had a pee accident yet, so go me. Cheers to me. Woohoo. I'm potty trained. Thanks, Mom. Right now, my mom is so proud that I live to be almost 40, and I have not peed my pants in at least 3 weeks. So, what was this? Not tea related. Trader Joe's has falafel mix where you just have to add water. Well, that sounds delicious. I haven't had falafel in ages. Last time I actually had falafel was in New York. Well, yeah, the night is young, but I'm not planning for it. But then again, nobody ever does plan to pee their pants. Otherwise, you'd have some problems. See, there's Ma. She's so proud of me. I should have like a little chart that says 5 days, no accidents. 5 days of dry pants. Oh, man. Okay. So, once again, any questions, comments, anything you want to talk about? Still have a little bit left. You'll keep me posted on what? The falafel mix or the whether or not I pee my pants. It took me a long time to teach you not to pee in your pants. Yeah, I know, but at least the lessons had stayed, because some things are just ingrown now. You know what? I want to say this right now. I do not want to ever sweeten this tea. This tea is really good as it is. Like I'm really appreciating the taste. Yeah, I don't ever want to put I don't ever want to put anything in it. Maybe honey if it's not too strong, but it doesn't need it. I'm really liking this tea. All right, so I'm down to my last sip. So you guys know what that means. It's last call. Anything you want to say, say it now or forever hold your peace. Or in this case, I'll forever hold my pee because this is not going to end well. Looks like it's done, so I'm gonna call it a night. Thanks you guys for joining me again. This has been a very uh, experience as always. Once again, I will not be streaming next week because I will be in Arkansas. I keep saying Arizona, Arkansas. I'll be in Arkansas next week, but the following week, I will be back and I will not be planning any more trips, at least until my vacation. But if anything comes up, I will let you guys know. Um, in that case, have a great night. And I, good night, Ma. And I will see you all next week. Bye.